everybody, my name is Xuul, and welcome to Modding Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at a work-in-progress mod called Kotor Ultimate. Kotor Ultimate is intended to be the end-all, be-all of graphics improvements for Kotor 1. It's currently in a really early stage, but by the end of this mod, it is intending to replace all the textures, a bunch of the models, and all the effects in Kotor 1. Right now, the mod author has been focusing on the textures, and about 20% of them are done. I have kind of a list on the screen here which shows you which part of the textures are done at the current version, although more and more will be coming out. I think the last release of this mod was April 24th. But you don't want to see me blather, you want to see some comparison screenshots. So here are basically a couple of scenes from Terrace that kind of compare the regular textures in the game to the textures of this mod. Some of them are a little bit subtle and it may be hard to see with YouTube changing the colors, but there is definitely a supreme quality difference. All of these textures look a lot better than the vanilla textures. They have a lot more depth to them, they have a lot more detail to them, but they still preserve the original look so well. I mean, in a lot of these screenshots here, you can only see a couple of differences, mostly the colors, kind of the clouds, and if you get really close to the textures, that's when you notice the main difference. For example, in this scene here, if you look right along the middle, you'll kind of see the brushed mark. It kind of makes the ground look like it's kind of like a brushed steel as opposed to just a smooth surface. And the fine detail does not stop there, it's all over the place in this mod. Here is just a quick clip from the Endar Spire, a place that I generally detest, but honestly, the coloration of this mod looks really good. The red has become deeper, the contrast has improved. You know, you can really notice it if you get up close. In this scene here, you can kind of see the detail work, especially along the top, just above those windows. Some very nice fine details there. If we take a look on Terrace itself, the ground especially looks good, and the distance. This does definitely add a really good cinematic feel to Kotor 1, and this mod is definitely up there. When this is released, this is probably going to be one of the most amazing texture mods that I've seen in a long time, especially since it also intends to improve the models and the effects. Some areas, such as this one, which is in the Vulcar base, really show off some of these texture improvements. If you take a look on the sides there, you can definitely kind of see sort of the grainy look, the nice ways the shadows are playing off these new textures. Whereas other areas just kind of add to the darker atmosphere. So this is the lower city, which in the regular game I don't really find looks dark, scary, and sketchy enough, and this mod really brings that forward. There's not much more I can say about this mod other than look at how good these textures are. You can again see them here, especially around the door, and I really like the effects, especially the ones on metal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. At the end of this, I am going to show you a couple of quick screenshots from the mod author's page right here, which show some comparisons of some of the planets that I did not get to, and a little bit of the work in progress stuff. There's more for this mod. I'm really hoping that this video helps motivate the mod author. You know, go over to this ModDB page and kind of give him some motivation. It's always really hard to work on these products, but if you take a look at this, I mean, this here is Korriban. It looks fantastic. Overall, I would say that this mod takes Kotor 1's textures and brings them to the next level. This project is very similar to the OTE series by Star Wars in that it preserves everything but just makes the textures higher. But this one's for Kotor 1, which traditionally doesn't have any kind of original based textures, which I think is really cool. Anyway, I've talked for about 5 minutes now, so I think this is a good spot to end the episode. If you want to check out the textures for yourself, go ahead and download it. This mod does install via executable, although I'm sure you can figure it out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. Recently, I've covered mods for Kotor like the Real Vibroblade. Recently, I've been playing City Skyline. Recently, I've been doing some nice kind of calm Let's Plays with some smooth jazz in the background. I've been doing tons of different stuff. A new episode of Suggested Software should be coming out soon. I'm going to be covering a lot of cool stuff there, so yeah. Just check all that stuff out. Leave me a comment down below. I've been Xuul, and I hope you have an excellent day.